Hello, today we're going to go over the multifamily housing OpenGov setup training. First, we're going to go over the agenda. We're going to go over your personal portal account, how to sign in, your contact registration, and then your properties portal account. And with that, we will go over how to log into that and your annual inspection summary. And lastly, we will go over how to locate everything on OpenGov, so where everything is. At the bottom, we have the website address for the permitting portal. You can type that into your browser and follow along. Here you go. So here's our permitting portal. Up in this right hand corner, you will hit log in and sign up. We are going to start with your personal portal account. This will be your company's email, so first dot last name. This will not be the generic properties email. So you will sign up with that. The reason you have two different portal accounts is we do ask for your driver's license in your contact registration. We do require that one person per property does apply for that contact registration. You will hit sign up or log in. So if you already have an account, you'll hit log in. If you do not have an account, you will hit sign up. You will click that again and you will hit sign up or log in. Once you are logged in, it will take you back to this main portal page, the home page. So you'll scroll down to the second row, and on the right hand side you will get the contact registration. You will scroll down to where it says contact registration. You will hit select and apply online. So this information is for your personal portal account. So this will be your information, so your first name and your last name, your email address, and phone number. This can be your work information. It does not have to be your personal home address. You will scroll down, so where it says contact registration, you will click that, or contact type. You will scroll all the way down to where it says MRH property. So you'll either hit MRH property personnel, that is anyone who's attached to the property, so think maybe maintenance man, regionals, VPs, anything like that will be property personnel. The on-site property manager will be the MRH property manager, and the property owner, so this would be someone from the legal entity, will be the MRH property owner. Please note that there is a property manager and a property owner that does not have MRH attached to it. That is for our construction permits and will not get you the right questions. So you'll go ahead and click which one applies to you. I will do it for the property manager. Bear with me while I type out the information. This, for the company name, this can be your third-party company if you have one, or the property you are attached to. We do ask what the property is to begin with, so at a later date, so you can also put the third party. Then you'll go ahead and select what government issued ID you will be doing. You will select your expiration date, and then it will take you to the MRH property information. So you will list every property that you are attached to. So if you're attached to more than one property in the city of Sandy Springs, you will put all of them that you are attached to. And then you will put when your property manager training was. If you have not attended, you will hit no but currently registered and see when the next class is. If yes, you'll put what that date was. And the list of the properties or the last property manager trainings are on our website, so you can look up here or pause the video, but these are all the different dates that we've had in the past. Once you click there, then you'll have to sign sign your signature. Your witness cannot be yourself, so please get someone else to witness your signature. And then you will be required to show your driver's license ID. So you will attach that. And then once you get here, you will scroll all the way to the bottom and you will hit confirm and submit. Once you get there, it will take you to this home page, to the property or to your account. And then you will be done with your personal portal account. So you will log out and we will move on to your properties portal account. So if you do not have one with your property's generic portal account information, you will sign up. If you already have an account, you will just log in. So again, you'll be doing this with your property's generic portal account. The goal of this is that if anyone leaves, they can have access, as well as anyone who's currently on the property. So your maintenance men, your VPs, your regionals, any of those people can have access, and everything is linked to one account, and that stays with the property. So no matter who comes and goes, that will stay with the property. So once you are logged into that, you will scroll all the way to the bottom to that last row in the middle, and you will hit multifamily rental housing annual inspections. You will scroll all the way down to where you see your annual MRH inspection summary. You will hit select and apply online. This information will be the property's information. So your property has I think everyone but 2 properties have more than one word in their name. So that will be your property's name. So the Avalon, the Adair. So those you'll do the and then Adair. This will be the property's email, phone number, and address. Once you do that, you will look up a property, your address. If you will get the main address. If you do not see one that only has that is the main address and you need to use your units, you can click to where it says units and scroll all the way to the top to where it says no units. Please do not worry about this information. We will get that corrected at the end. If you have not finished your 2024 inspections, you will hit still working on my 2024 inspections. So that means you have not received your code compliance certificate for 2024. If you are done, then you will hit yes, and you will pick the inspection year for the annual summary. So this year will be 2025. Next, this is the bulk of the information. So you will hit the property name. We have listed every property name out. If your name has changed, you will hit the old name and you will hit no to the question below. If you are a new property this year and you are not on the list at all, you will go to the bottom and hit new MRH property, and we will ask the name. So you will list the name of your property. I will go ahead and just select one at random. If you have you'll select what type of property you are, so apartment or independent/senior living. If you are independent/senior living, we do ask if you are HUD funded, and if so, which units. If you're an apartment, you do not get asked that question. Then we ask if the property name above is correct. If it is, you will hit yes. If it is not, you will tell us what the new name is. And then we ask when the property was built. You can find that information on the Fulton County Tax Assessor website, which is linked right here. Then we ask how many occupied buildings you have. If you have any clubhouses that are separate that no one resides in, those would be unoccupied and not be counted. The amount of rental units you have, and amount of attics. If you have a flat roof and do not have an attic, you will put 0. This question about the loss of buildings or units due to fire or construction. We are asking this so that we know which units would be offline. This does not mean any unit that is cannot be inspected. This means that no one can live in these units, and that is the reason that they are cannot be inspected. We do like to know this so that we don't penalize anyone who had a fire and to find out what those units are. I also like to note if there is any hoarding situations, please let us know. We do have a community liaison with the fire department that is able to help assist, as well as our code enforcement office. As long as we are aware of these situations, we are willing to help and want to help you as well. So yes, it asks which ones they are. Please note if they are not being rebuilt. So that means their addressing will go away. If you are rebuilding any lost units or buildings, just let us know when they are expected to be back online so that we know for your inspections. Number of parking garages, so these are attached and unattached. This does not mean surface level parking. Unoccupied accessory structures, so gazebos, pavilions, storage sheds, maintenance sheds, car washes, any of those that are unoccupied buildings or structures, please note those as well. Sports courts and pools, spas and jacuzzis, so those are jacuzzis, hot tubs, saunas, dog washes, etc. And then this is the fire information, so your sprinkler system. We ask if your property has a sprinkler system. If yes, are all your buildings inspected or sprinklered? If no, we ask you to list the buildings that are sprinklered. Fireplaces, so if you have any wood or gas burning fireplaces, we ask how many units you have them in, and then we ask you to list all the unit numbers and common areas where those are listed or where those are placed. If you would like to upload it as an attachment, just put "see attached." That is perfectly okay as well. If you have any fire hydrants, you will need to note that here. If you do not know how many fire hydrants you have, you can look at your old fire inspections. So this is the information of all your MEPs. You will put that here. Here is the list of all the different MEPs. You can pause to read as I scroll through. So these are the ones that start in 2025. They also started in 2024, but you have until this December 31st to complete your first one. The 2026 start year, these are your inspections. 2027, 2028, and 2029. So you'll put those in depending on which one you were selected to do. Once you get there, we ask if your property was sold in the last year. If yes, we ask when, and if no, we don't ask when it was sold. We do ask for the legal entity's name who owns your property. So this is the legal entity. If you are third party, this third party property manager, this is not your company. This is the legal owned entity that owns your property. So you will put that in there, and then you will give us a registered agent for that property ownership company, and their email and phone number. You can, the Fulton County Tax Assessor website is a great option for looking up what is in here. It may not be correct, it may be correct, but it's a great start to look there for the address and legal name. So this is for this property. This is the addressing that they say is for the current owner. So you would put that in here, and then give us a name. Okay, and then you will hit next. This is where your contact registration comes into play. So once your contact registration is approved in our system, you will be able to search your name. Then you will have to answer the last three. And again, you will have to put when the last time you property manager training. Again, that information is right here. So once that is done, oh, I did not save. You can add as many as you would like to this email, or that is registered for the contact registration. And then next, this tells you that you can add guests. I will also show you at the end of this training. So the attachments are here. So here are all the attachments that could be due throughout the year. So to submit, you will need a property map and floor plans of all your different floor plans. Those will be due on this at the time of submittal of this record. So we ask that you give us where all the identifying building numbers are and the rental units so that we know where everything is. We do also give this to 911, so this helps in case of an emergency. If you have any dryer vents, you will need to submit a dryer vent log. This can be done by your maintenance, or you can go outsource this. But we will need a log saying that all the dryer vents on your property are cleaned. And this is due by December 31st. The property manager certificate we will upload for you. This will be closer to the business license deadline. Everyone is required to have a current property manager training, and that is current by year. So it is by year. So if your property manager training was in October, you have till the following year to do the training again. The certificate of insurance, this is for your 2026 business license. This will go your insurance that you will put in there. This is due by March 31st. If you have fireplaces, here's a floor plan. You can upload that instead of putting listing everything out. The CBI inspection report spreadsheet, if you would like to have all your different CBI inspections in a spreadsheet form instead of a document form, you are welcome to reach out to us through the application review workflow step and requesting it, and we are happy to upload it. It is very raw data. You will have to kind of figure out how to use the spreadsheet and customize it to yourself, but it is there. The fire marshal report and all the different fire inspections, these are due through the fire software. They have their own software that is not OpenGov at this current moment. So you can upload it here, but you can also, it is due through their system. So they may sign off or they may put things on here. If you need a code enforcement inspection extension request form, you are more than welcome to request it. You will work it out with them and you will upload it here or through their inspections. If you have any big capital expenses that will put you to not being able to complete inspections, so say construction or any of those things that would put you past where the business license or deadline, we may ask you to upload contractor agreements so that we can approve them and look at them. That is as needed after a request has been requested. Please, at any time, if you have anything like that, we would love to know earlier than later, and we are happy to work with you. And then at the end of everything, you will get your 2026 business license. If at any point you need to add anything more, please feel free to use this as add attachments. and we are happy to let all of those in. It is nice to have everything in one place. So once you're done, you will hit next, and then you will scroll all the way to the bottom. But first, if you are not done by the time you are by the time you got to this step and you need to go back and verify anything, you can hit save draft and exit. This will just save your draft and you can come back at any point. But once you are done and ready to submit, you will go all the way to the bottom and hit confirm and submit. It will take you back to this page. This is the application review step, and this will show you all the different ways to your record. So quickly, this is the side that you'll be getting. So your submissions, your attachments, guest, and then how your which steps you are on. If you cannot click on it, you have not reached that step yet. If you can, that is a step that is active or already passed. To go to any of your previous records, you can go to My Account at any point. These will take you to your dashboard and show you all high-level views of anything active. I would like to also show you what your application should look like after your application review step is completed. My apologies, I clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. So once it is submitted and your application review step has been approved, you will get this inspection status section added to your summary. And to be able to access that, you will again go to that application review step. But My Submissions is how you will see that. It will show you everything that is pending at this point. Please note where the last updated by staff is. This is to note when the last time we checked your record and updated your status. Because these are all manual, we cannot, they are not automatic, so we do go through these all 100 or so properties at one time. So it doesn't always happen immediately, but feel free to always reach out to us. We are happy to upload your status at any point per request. It will also ask you your CBI inspection status, and it will notify you how many failed, passed, pending for units and attics you have. Once you get under 25 units left pending, or you have any pending units remaining after December 31st, we will list all the pending units. Same with attics, but these are just after December 31st or by request. Again, look at the notes of when the last time updated by staff, and this is the same for the MEPs. So on this side, you can see the submissions, so this is where this is. Attachments is where you can look at your attachments. Once you have uploaded a document, you will see open file. If you have not uploaded anything, you will see upload, and you can upload at any time. If you need to change anything that has already been uploaded, please let us know and we will open that request for you. And this blue box will show up with update application. Your guest, so you can click on guest and add anyone's email you would like. The only things that guests cannot do is they cannot add or remove any other guest, and they cannot do any of the request changes. So again, with that attachments, they cannot do this or see this. So the main portal account will have to be the one who submits that request change. We do highly suggest, and your inspectors may suggest this as well, that you add your inspectors. That way they can see the numbers of how many units you have left and pull your statuses. And that way they can make sure and verify that everything is off, cleaned up, and cleared on our system for you. You can add your personal account. You can add any higher ups or maintenance personnel you would like. Do note that anyone attached to the email will get every notification. OpenGov is very good at communication, and there is a lot of emails. So if you have any proper higher ups that don't want all the emails but would like access, we do suggest you give them this generic portal account access, and they can just access from there. On the side below that is all the different types of inspections. So once it is green, that means it is complete. If you need anything for CBI or me, I am Sarah. For the MRH coordinator, you can go into this application review step. If you need anything from code or fire, I suggest you go into the code enforcement inspection or the fire marshal inspections. All the other ones, you are welcome to comment in it, but we may not get tagged immediately in it, so it might take us a while to respond. So feel free, those will immediately tag us. If it is has the stop sign, that means it's grayed, and that means it's skipped. If it is red, that means it's rejected. And if it is blue, that means it is active. If it is a light orange, that does mean it's just on hold, and that's just, it does not mean it is passed or failed. It just means it's on hold. Anything that is grayed out, that means you have not reached that step yet. Once you have done your application review step and your address verification, you will get this nice document that you can print out that has all the information you submitted on the request form. So again, you can go to this My Account. You can see the dashboard, your messages, your profile. So if you need to change any information at any point, you are welcome to do so here. Your application. So this will be all your CBI reports, your annual inspection, and your contact registration or your code enforcement. Projects, we don't do anything with projects. Permits and documents. This is where I suggest you view all of your CBI reports. It's a lot cleaner way to use it. So anything that says failed will be a CBI, a failed report, and you can see the unit number. Anything that says final, that means passed. And you can go on to that and click Open Document, and you will see only the failed documents. And then for payment, so if you have any construction permits, this is where you can pay for any of your permits. For MRH, we don't require payment for any of your MRH stuff, so it would just be under construction. Inspections, this is where you will see your code enforcement inspections. And again, at any point, if you need to get back to that main page, you can hit City of Sandy Springs. And if you need to get back to that back, you can hit My Account. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are happy to have you, and I hope you get set up. Please feel free if you have any questions at any point, you can reach out to the mrh@sandyspringsga.gov email. We would be happy to help. Thanks so much.